Okay, this is the third take and the final take of me doing this recording of the plays of stocks for Monday, May 18th. First, I want to apologize if the recorder is not too clear. I'm using some headphones. A microphone should be coming shortly. So let's just get straight into it. First up, we have Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines, along with a lot of other airline stocks, have been taking a beating, as you can see. However, on Friday, it made a nice bounce and reversal signal right over here, a little small uh, chart chart we have there. Next to the that we have a hammer, which was the indication that it may be the end of the downtrend. I like this on Monday anywhere above the 1919 area where it closed. So Delta Airlines, American Airlines, JetBlue, all those should be in play on Monday. Um, yeah, should be in play on Monday. Next up, we have EAF. What I like about EAF is that it also gave us another strong reversal signal on Friday. Right over here, it closed at 586. I like it above, anywhere above that area. Please note that these selections are only for Monday only and should not be held overnight. For Monday only, okay? EAF, it's in the game. Well, not EA Sports, but EAF Graph Tech. That's another bounce. Mean to reversion, meaning that we think the price is too low and is due for a bounce. Mean to reversion. That's the name of the method that we use for this play. Anywhere above 586 is a go. Next up, we have JDST, which is an ETF, but this is a bear ETF. So a bear ETF means if the gold goes up, this is going to go down. And if gold goes down, this is going to go up. So it's just the opposite direction of whatever gold is. So that's why it's called a bear ETF. And it also is 2 times. So it's twice the magnitude, twice the volatility. So if you're going to play this, you have to keep an eye, you have to be careful. This is showing a very strong downtrend. It held support for quite some time. For what was it at? For almost 2 to 3 weeks, and then it broke down on Friday, making a new low. Now, if it gets below 2145, listen, it will drop, and it will drop very hard. We have what we call a H format on the chart. We have the back of the H here, and then you curve up. Boop. That's the H format. And theory says that whatever this is should equate to the drop down. So you can do the math, pull out the statistics, that's what history says. But if this drops anywhere below 2045, expect a good rundown. NBLX, Noble Midstream Cryptophonics. Noble Midstream Partners LP. This is a good chart to watch if you're a person who likes to go long. I personally like to go short because it gives a faster return, more volatiles again in the game. This has been based since the beginning of May, and it finally peaked this little head out. So I like this anywhere above 682. This could potentially run, fill the gap. See the gap right here, fill the gap, and then May up to 7,269. That's the must now. But for tomorrow, if it hits, if it goes above 682, I like it as a buy. Anywhere above that level. NS, New Star Energy. This has a nice curve. If you see, it starts here, then it starts to curve up. Curvy, nice and smooth. I like that anywhere above 1293. That's a good, and that's a good to go. You're done though. Elephant Math say so. Those who like reggae music, Elephant Math, looking at good music. Yes, next up we have Nugget NUGT. Now, if you look at the chart, it is making a nice curve up as well. Then it finally based around the beginning of May, and then it broke that base and popped out to around the $80 level. We also look for this to fill the gap. We have the gap right here from this to that. There's a gap in the price, gap in the charts, and if it breaks that 79.51, it should be a go. NUGT is also an ETF, gold miners, index bull 2 times. So that means if the gold goes up, this goes up as well, but twice the velocity of the gold stock would be. So if you're gonna play this, also be cautious because it can be quite volatile as well. Next up, we have PAS, which I believe is a silver stock. Yes, PAS. This has been basing, it's curved up. What we do seem to realize, and what we have noticed from the very beginning of time of recording and watching of stocks, that majority of stocks follows the general market. So the general market would be the SPY, which consists of the 500 stocks that are most popular. Your balance sheet has to be up to par. So if the SPY goes up, more than likely the stock will go up. See how you have the curve up. You have a little base between these two. Let's go back to PAS and see. So you see how the curve up in the base, similar. But what's different with this is that it gave a gap up and then it continued to go. So this shows that it's stronger than the general market and shows promise they can go a nice run in. Let's look at the weekly on this, see how it looks like. PAS. The weekly chart is telling us this is a weekly chart. So each bar represents a week compared to the previous chart where each bar represents a day. This is a bar, that's a bar, that's a bar. So this looks a little bit overextended. However, it still has a little bit run until you may find some resistance here and here, which is that level there. So, you know, like I said, these stocks are for a 1 day hold only, ideally. Ideally. If you see a lot of promise by the end of the day, then you can hold overnight and continue. But ideally, we want to play this for 1 day only. Next up, we have PDD. Shout out to Puff Daddy from Mount Vernon. PDD. Okay, so this is what we're going to use when we want to short. We have a nice strong uptrend. As you can see, the bars are not clean, they're not smooth. But right here, we see that the bulls, they try to go up, but the bear said they knocked it down and gave us reversal signal. We like this anywhere below the 61.30, or we're going to be on the more conservative side, anywhere below $61. So we're going to like that drop from here all the way down to 56. So we want to short this. See, it's even overextended on the RSI. It's above 70, it's around 78. So this one's to short. PDD, mean two version, we want to short that one. That's that PGNY. Now what we have here is one of the strongest signals when you are looking at charts. This is called a kicker signal. KICKER. Like kick the ball, kicker signal. So what we have here, we have the stock going up and it starts to curve down. And it even gives us already a red day. But the following day, whoop, it gaps up and it closes above the high of the previous day. That's what you call a kicker signal. So this is such a strong change of sentiment that we need to pay attention to. Whenever you see this, or if it goes the opposite direction, you see a nice white day, the next day is a nice red candle. gap down, pay attention. So we like this above the 25.49 area. PGNY, kicker signal. This is a short for us. SFIX. SIL, we have a base and a gap up. This broke a high, so we want to run with this. SIL. What we do know is that a lot of stocks, a lot of sector stocks. So if you see a silver stock running, you see other silver stocks running. They all pretty much run together. This one's an ETF. This is a global X silver minus ETF. So anywhere above that 35.17, we're gonna run with it. TRGP. Once again, we see this setup over and over. Anywhere above the 1503, it's a green light. That means go. Green light. TWLO. Twillo, I believe. Yep, Twillo Incorporated. This one we like as a short, but why we like it as a short so much is that it's extremely overextended. As you can see here, it's above, practically above 90. It has been above 90 for almost a week plus now, almost 2 weeks at this level. So we like this anywhere below this low right here, anywhere below 183.77. We like that below there. Twillo. Next up, we have UA. If you know UA, Under Armour has a contract with what's the kid's name? Steph Curry. Steph Curry with the shot. Yes, but they have not been as prosperous as expected. I don't know. I know my nephew had to pay Steph Curry's when he was like 7, 8. And I was like 5 years ago. And after that, there's nothing else I seen him wear from Under Armour unless it was some sort of shirt. But the sneakers and Steph Curry's, I don't know. But anyway, the stock is lovely. It has a hammer, and it's closed. And the following day, it closed near the high of the previous day. So that's a good sign that it's up for a bounce. We like it above 691. Under Armour, and we have UAAA, which is I believe is just another class of shares of Under Armour. Like it's above 7. Pretty much a similar setup. We have a doji, then we have a close near the high of the doji. So anywhere above that level, you're good to go. You're almost done. UCO. This is one I played around 2 weeks ago. Gave us a nice bounce, nice return in the options. But you see that we have a crossover of the green to the purple is crossing up. And we also have a gap up, which is a very strong signal, especially if you're near the bottom of a chart, bottom of a trend. A gap up or gap down in the opposite direction of the trend usually says, you know what, it's time to reverse, it's time to go. I see you later, alligator. Either get out, if you're in that stock, get out, get your money. Or if you're looking for something to get into, we're pretty much low. I'll say low risk because you know where your exit is. This would be a good one to get in. UCO, anywhere above 1861. UPWK, Upwork. When I saw this, I thought of WeWork for some reason. Did WeWork ever go public? I'm trying to think. I'm probably sure they did. Their stock hasn't come across my radar. So Upwork has made a nice, lovely uptrend for some time now. Even gapped up. However, we say, you know what? You did good. You had a good run. It's time to come back down. Here we have a very strong reversal signal in the gravestone doji, and we have that's oversold as well. So we like it anywhere below the 1372 level. And we wanted to almost, if we could fill the gap, that'd be good. But if it gets down to 1196, that'll be better. That'd be a good place to exit. Upwork Incorporated. Wix. Wix.com. No, that's not good. So we have Wix up, 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 strong, 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 strong. So when we see stuff like this, we think, you know what, your run is up, your time is up, time for reversal. We like it anywhere below 200 level as a short or buy some puts on it. Sit. This way you can sit on for a while because it may go up for another few days, another week. So if you're not too, if you're risk averse, stay out of this. Or if if you see that this could be a nice quick flip and you're not afraid of risk, this one you can watch. Anywhere below 200 should be a go for WIX. WSR, beautiful chart. What I love about this consolidation, it broke down. See that it broke down. Boop, 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 boop. Big support. It finally broke down. Buyers buyers said no. We come back up. So boop went back up. We have two hammers. When do you ever see two hammers at the same time? When do you ever see that? It's very rare. But what I like about this hammer on the Friday is that it comes with the volume. Look how strong that volume is on that Friday. So anywhere above the 515 level, it's a good to go. It's done now. I keep saying that. I gotta play that song next. Finally, XRX. Do you guys remember this from 1946? Hey, can you Xerox me a copy? Can you Xerox? This used to be the talk of the town. 80s, 90s, 2000s, Xerox was it. They put up a weekly chart. At this recording on what was it, 16th? May 16th, 2000. What year is this? May 16th, 2020. Xerox stock is 1489. Let's take a trip back down memory lane. This is the last one. XRX, look at the weekly chart. So in the beginning of the year it was up to 38. Let's go back further than that. Let's go to the monthly chart. I wish I'd go back further. But if you go back further, Xerox had to be at least $100 stock. At the very minimum, $100 stock. If you don't get with the times, you gotta adapt. You gotta, like Apple, you gotta adjust. Microsoft, you see, the oldest company adjusted. So Xerox on a daily basis is something sweet. Let's say we have the hammer, then you have the foundation which it closed almost near the high of the hammer, but it's still an attractive chart for a quick little bounce. Anywhere uh, above 1510 is good to go. And that concludes the daily review. Trade well. Talk to you soon.